Pinky promises? If you behave and do as we say, like Pinky promised you, it'll all be over soon.
Joey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
A young child warns her kidnappers she's not somebody to mess with, and Abigail, one of few new movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies, along with some new films directed by Guy Ritchie and featuring Jesse Eisenberg as a Sasquatch covered in all that hair. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. Abigail is the latest horror comedy from Radio Silence and telling the story of a group of criminals who kidnap the ballerina daughter of a mysterious billionaire under the direction of their boss Giancarlo Esposito. Melissa Barrera, Dan Stevens, William Catlett, Catherine Newton, Kevin Durant, and the late Angus Cloud played the kidnappers who can't use their real names or backstories, and Alicia Weir from Matilda the Musical and more recently Wicked Little Letters plays that little girl, who turns out to be a lot more than they bargained for.
I think she knows something.
Guys.
That's right, she's a ballerina vampire, and she makes life hell for the kidnappers.
What can I say? I like playing with my food.
There are certain moments that recycle tricks from Ready or Not, and I saw that guy in front of me making arm movements, but Abigail has a lot of big laughs and a lot of bloody energy to make this movie a fun ride. I like how it satirizes the vampire genre with a great-looking mansion, some sharp performances, and creepily choreographed ballet recitals. What can I say? Radio Silence is a hell of a movie team. Next up, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, the latest movie from Guy Ritchie, who delivers a badass World War II movie with big names like Henry Cavil and Henry Golding in the mix. It's based on a declassified mission with the codename Operation Postmaster, in which a team must take out Nazi U-boats, including an Italian ship that the Nazis occupy.
I have a mission I want you to lead. Thank you, Sergeant.
What's the plan?
To neutralize the German U-boats in the North Atlantic.
Cavil, Golden, Hero Finds Teffin, Alan Richson, and Alex Pettyfair are those men, while another group consisting of Isai Gonzalez and Babs Olasamoken must make their mission a little easier.
And so I said, that is not a dog, that is my wife!
It's very good.
You can tell Ritchie is going for his own Inglourious Bastards, and even though the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare has too much going on in the story for us to stay completely focused, we're able to read between the lines and see the fun of it. And it's a Ritchie movie that likes to have fun, especially when it's viewed by fans of his work. And Cavil, who was last seen unfortunately in Argyle, is able to play a spy with the right kind of charisma. I had a good time with this one. Next up, Sasquatch Sunset, the latest movie from the Zellner brothers, David and Nathan, who gave us Kimiko, the Treasure Hunter, and Damsel. This time they show us an observation between a tribe of Sasquatch during the course of 1 year. They're all played by Riley Keough, Jesse Eisenberg, Krzysztof Zajac-Denik, and Nathan Zellner, all disguised by makeup, yak hair, and prosthetics. The movie is dialogue-free, so we don't get obligatory F-bombs, but we do get gross-out humor and zany behaviors, and I'm pretty sure there will be those disillusioned by those elements, but they are practically animals, so how would Bigfoot actually behave in the forest? Sasquatch Sunset has its flaws, but come on, how often do we get to see actors disguised by makeup and hair instead of CGI these days? It's very limited, and it's also very funny and honest in the way these actors portray these creatures in silly and twisted aspects, and Ari Aster is credited as an executive producer, so that would explain a lot. You can criticize me all you want, but I still recommend this movie for what it is. Next up, The Absence of Eden, a drama that wants to show us the pathos of illegal Mexican immigrants dealing with the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE for short. It has two fine performances from the leads, Zoe Saldana and Garret Hedlund, whose paths would eventually cross in what becomes a child trafficking story, but unfortunately the movie is too short to expand on both sides of it. Saldana plays an undocumented woman who must cross the border while dealing with traffickers and a little girl whom she must take care of, and Hedlund plays an ICE agent struggling with his job while falling for a Mexican woman played by Ariana Arjona.
So you dear, where are you from?
November.
Like here, like born here?
What is this, an interrogation?
Te lo juro que voy a hacer todo lo posible para que encuentres a tu mamá.
If I was you, I would keep my distance, bro.
Where is she?
There are so many well-acted elements of the film regarding the emotional weight of Hedlund and the angry Saldana, and I can't blame any of them for their own personal dramas. But as I finished watching it, I realized there's not much payoff in those elements. They just come and go as if we're supposed to forget about them and focus on a bigger issue. The Absence of Eden has the potential to be a good or great movie of the genre, but I still think the running time length of 85 minutes takes away from the complexity of it. And our last movie is Arcadian, a post-apocalyptic action horror movie that plays like a Quiet Place wannabe, except these aliens come at night and no one has to stress out about whispering. Nicolas Cage plays an old man who raises his two boys, played by Jaeden Martell and Maxwell Jenkins, on their farm, using whatever skills they have to keep surviving in the world.
Thomas,
Yeah.
if you're late again, you can't go past the boundaries.
I was helping Mr. Rose.
I know what you were doing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you do it?
That's not helping.
Yeah, shut up.
That's not helping either.
The Jenkins character is more reckless than the other brother, and he would eventually cause turmoil and danger for the family. These creatures are often too fast for the human mind to comprehend, but I have gotten some things out of them. They're furry and flexible, they can form a giant wheel to pursue their victims, and they can chomp faster than a cokehead playing Hungry Hungry Hippos.
So break in any second.
You need to trust me.
Arcadian needs to be a bit more patient with its screenplay, but it does blend the genres with humanity. It wants to be its own quiet place without trying so hard, it's interested in its lead characters, memorably played by Cage, Martell, and Jenkins, and it wants to deal with such menacing creatures. This movie is unpredictable with its action and horror sequences, and it's honest in its own representation of survivors after the end of the world. So check it out. Recapping this week's new movies: thumbs up for Abigail, thumbs up for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, thumbs up for Sasquatch Sunset, thumbs down for The Absence of Eden, and thumbs up for Arcadian. Well, those are the new movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.